What is up, guys? Wraec is here with another live stream, and today with an event live stream. And well, we are going to check out the adventure of the Brave. Already see a few people in here. Randy, Salsa, Gallon, good morning. Mughal, Snow is here, Panda and Morty. Welcome to this stream. Going to have a wonderful time for the quite spontaneous stream, I have to say. Thing was, I wasn't like feeling like it is Friday. Does that make sense? It was like the holidays. I was able to sleep. I was able to relax. And then one day I noticed, well, my events are gone that were in Isle Heroes the entire day, and apparently was a new week. I really didn't look much at weekdays, which is probably good when you have like a few days off of work, just to get in a clear space of mind. But also meant I had absolutely organized nothing for this event. So now we're doing it right now because I need some of the event rewards, which we are going to get. So that is something, yeah, we kind of have to do right now. So starting off, a big event. The sound on, my god, the noises. Big event. Fourth rework, or essentially version 4.0 of the Adventure of the Brave. The fourth time they make a story in here. Will be pretty fancy. You need to get 40 questions right now. You're an Earth streamer. Will be no problem because I have the answers. So that is no thing at all. We do have some interesting stuff here. We have the first, and that is pretty cool, first festival treasure of 2026. They go further down this road of like releasing yearly treasures, which hasn't worked the first time they did it, so let's do it the fourth time right now. Very fancy, but pretty good treasures for the start. I was kind of debating on whether I go for 200 USD completion or for the big one, and it's Void Campaign / Star Expedition treasures with all damage dealt and holy damage. So yeah, we're going for that. Ladies and gentlemen. Some point stuff going on here. Those are the new treasures. As I said, Festival Treasure 2026. We'll see. Some event rewards. Really not too much fancy stuff going on. New Year's replacement is live again. People were asking for the Core of Origin replacement. If I have to guess, I don't know if it's the case, but it's probably... yeah, probably out of the realm for free-to-play, right? It's not. I mean, in theory, you could get that. How much does that cost? 64,000. Okay. Yeah, again, very free-to-play friendly Idle Heroes, so I guess people are not going to do that. But that's something. Core of Origin Shard we can even replace. That is insane. And there is a shop. We have the question stuff. Yes, we're going to get in that. And we have a gold shop. We do have a gem shop, which includes some 10-star puppets, some 9-star puppets we're going to get. We do have a relic store. Relic store also, yeah, I saw that, with the Origin Artifact Selection chest. So this is definitely, we can buy that right now. We're going to buy that. Anyway, this is pretty good for me. I'm not too sure if we're going to buy flag chests. Like, I mean, flag chests are cool. But the thing is, I don't really use flags anymore. And I have enough. Well, we're going to get us some of the new artifacts. We're going to get the scissors. We're going to get a rocket. So just that we have those. The rest of them I pretty much own, so there's not really any use for me there. Then, of course, the event for the treasure collection. We do have an insanely long Plentiful Gifts event, which is profit-some, so that is very easy. Adventure booster, which is sad that we probably don't get that. How much is that? 15 days. This is 30 chests. 30 single pages there. Plus like... oh, 780k. Not bad. We are going to get, of course, this relay. So this is going to be cool. And yeah. So... no, I don't want that. Thank you. So that is mostly about this. By the way, did you guys see that? Pretty cool. Dawn plan. This will be changed. They showed that. It was, I think, in the event spoilers. Right now, it's like the leaderboard basically consists of the sum of all the attacks that you do on it. And this will be changed. It will be the sum of your 10 best attacks. So the 10 best attacks will count, which will not change this leaderboard very much. But yeah, it will require less effort, which is interesting because this is a month-long event. I had like multiple times this month where I noticed while I was going to sleep and I was lying in bed, eyes closed, trying to get into sleep, and then I was like, oh no, I've missed my attacks. And then I was debating for myself for another 10 minutes whether or not I wanted to log into this event. In the end, my sleep won, but my points certainly didn't. We were still top 10 though. But yeah, this will in theory just require you to do 10 attacks. So yeah, kind of an upgrade. I'm not sure. People would probably like the 10 attack approach more. I was always saying like, well, it kind of would allow players with like less power to rank higher if they could just hoard tickets for it. But what I didn't see when I first thought about it was that this gets always overridden. So even if you get top 4 to 10, this time, if you only score like top 1000 the next time, the weaker version of this will override the one that you just earned. So it's not like the higher version persists. So that's a little bit sad. But yeah, I also don't want to make this super long, this stream. So we kind of have to get going. Let me take a quick look. Of course, we're going and checking out the event analysis. This time rated. Is it made by Nals again? It's made by Nals again. I think it's some kind of teamwork they are doing there. What do we have? What does he say, by the way? What? All of the following are not relevant for progressing in the main event. Fake news. Fake news right there. I certainly need this to progress in like the main event. Not fake news. We take the fake news back. Celebration gift card. Okay, event. Doesn't matter. Series collection. Whatever. We're going for the event completions. I read into it. I just want to make sure, just because before we buy something. It says 400 USD on relay, 400 USD on value packs. We do have to do the questions answers. We do have to do awakens, and he writes CC, and we have to spend 7,500 contract story. Okay. 10 attack thing sounds cool, says Finlay. So yeah, I think it will be debated a little bit. How many tickets you planning to pick up? I don't know, whatever ends up being there when we finish the event, I guess. That's usually the way this works. Yeah. I think we start off with a relay, getting our first loot, and then we will continue. I think that's a good idea. Look at this guy. Everybody, Randy's immediately like, hi VH. Now he's prominent in my chat. He was popular, Mr. Popular in my chat. It is impossible. Insane. Look at that. Now he feels like me in his chat. That's fancy. The small streamers. Mr. Jacket Potato himself. It is so nice. It is so wonderful. Look at how much stuff is in there. We got the 2026 Charm Treasure coupon. Wonderful. Wonderful. What the hell is this? What is this? Is that like 10 things? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Can I scroll to the side? They didn't even know what to put in there. They put like the lollipop privilege, the double privileges, the plentiful privileges. What privileges over privileges over privileges? Insane. Insane. That is a madness. It continues. It continues. We have the adventure. I think those are always like a little coins there. Basically, you have like the machine which you use to play. You used to throw in a coin. That is supposed to resemble that. And I tried to kind of put it in the thumbnail too. It failed a little bit. I tried to put like pixel art and stuff on the thumbnail, and really, yeah, it worked out to an extent. We can say that. It worked out to an extent. How much did I spend on this event? I'm spending while talking. We have to buy the last one, right? We have to, of course we have to buy the last one. Where is it, by the way? I had a very funny comment, because we're spending right now. I have to talk about that. It was quite funny. I didn't answer the comment, but it was quite funny. Basically, when I spent like this, I click on the button and then this window appears, and this is because I buy it with Xsola coupons. And I explain like every single video that Xsola coupons, just a different way to pay, that I have a video on it, and how it works, basically not in detail, but that you can watch my video on it. And it's not like I'm not spending on those packs. And there was one very angry individual that was like, you fake whale, you don't even spend on the packs. you don't even have to buy them. And as if he kind of found out something incredibly important. As if he uncovered the Illuminati or something. And also, by the way, kind of fancy, as if it gives any value that I really spent money. Like, would that make the content better or worse if I didn't? I mean, I do. Kind of have to, because DH sucks, but I thought it was like so funny. As if it made anything better that I spent on it. So weird. So weird, basically. DH gonna give me free stuff. Well, they gave me some stuff in the past. I have to say that. They gave me a senior privilege card. I can admit to that. They stopped doing that. Which is really sad, by the way. I'll be honest. I really hate that. I still have some days left, I guess. I bought both of them. But now it's running out. It used to never run out. So it used to extend it. But I always forget. The guy who did it, I don't know. I don't know if he had to wait for some stuff or he forgot about it. But it was always like running out for like 3, 4, 5 days. Which really sucked. So that was in its way also a bit horrible, because I wanted to have it active. But of course I wouldn't buy it if they gave it to me for free. So yeah, they used to give me a senior privilege card, which was like, that was all I got. But sadly, no, they're not paying for the events, so I have to do that still myself. Oh my god, we still. I won't do the Fantasy Factory on stream. I don't want to puzzle right now. It's also not too fancy. Only good thing about Fantasy Factory is really that you have like the 100 slots at the end. That's pretty good. I think we need 2 more of those, but I want to do the event first. Gary Viking, welcome! Welcome to the stream. We do have to do profit sum. And I want to get some Madeline copies. And that is possible, right? We can get Madeline? Yes. Always use those arrows in the wrong way. Is Wraec on Twitch right now? No, Wraec is not on Twitch right now. They give you cheaper CSG packs too, because I gave them like 1,000 USD or something on Black Friday event. Was it Black Friday event? It was some event. That is like, yeah, the discount treasure. Yeah, the discount treasure. Let's see if we can get some Madeline copies going here. I want to get some Madeline copies. It is a little bit weird, I reckon. You don't really notice it when you have it, because you're just getting used to those prices immediately. You forget the old ones. Got an HHA there, nice. But I think if you don't have it, then it's like kind of confusing. By the way, Loki, and you can tell me in the chat if you agree with this, Transcendence Madeline could also just be named Transcendence Fiona. And it would be fine, nobody would know. It could have just been Transcendence Fiona. Because, like, Fiona just has this skill, where is it? When the battle starts, grants all allies a shield equal to 200% attack and lay of redemption, which shields them for 50% of their max HP. So, just is an instant shield at the beginning of the match, which was the ability of Fiona. And now Madeline has the same ability. So, Loki Madeline is Transcendence Fiona, which is kind of insane. And it would have been like a nice opportunity to do it. Mockman or Finn? PvP, I would say Finn. PvE, definitely Mockman. In both bosses and like normal stages. Next year releasing in a few weeks. Yeah, it's interesting. We have to see. So I was also going to make a video, which I haven't. And somehow I managed to like use, I think it was 1.5 weeks of vacation to absolutely not make the video that I wanted to make. I made a bunch of other videos, but I absolutely didn't make the video that I wanted to make, which was the recap of my SSS summoning. So I summoned for the SSS stone. We did the live streams, super successful live streams. Thank you guys for that. Thank you guys for sticking around, watching all of the awakenings. Was super positive, I have to say that. It was super positive. All you guys in the chats, all you guys watching the videos later, being hyped about it, being in there. So that was really, really great, I have to say. It was big fun. And I wanted to make a recap video showing like which copies did I summon, how much did it cost and stuff. And that was planned, and I had like a few ideas for it, and just didn't do it. And I think the point was that somewhere in those last 1.5 weeks, I kind of forgot how much I spent. Okay, we got 1 membership gifted from Snow to Choo Choo. Very, very nice. Thank you, Snow. But that is the last one. Stop gifting memberships. You know how it is. And VH Gaming gifting 1 membership to Divac. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. We're making the bank here. Well, I have a membership from him too. Mine are cheaper. Have a great evening, VH Gaming. Have a great evening. Enjoy your day. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. This is like, what? Sluna? I always forget this Transcendence Hero, double Transcendence Hero. Are we done? I think we're done, right? I probably overused my orbs. Ooh, I like that. I like that, ladies and gentlemen. Will you put the SSS SSM that made Will jealous? Will was very jealous of my ex-SSM, because he had like, we have skill damage, holy damage, body protection, giant killer, pure flow, so arguably pretty good damage. The only thing that like we didn't really have was burn immunity, which kind of sucked. But then we also have this one, yeah, obviously. So, I mean, Will would be happy to have that, but I don't really know what to do with it right now. I was kind of debating me versus myself, we can say. Me versus myself. Mostly that. On getting this one. I was kind of thinking about it. But it's like the... I have like a brain that wants shiny things. And sometimes those shiny things don't have to be like sparkly diamonds, but stuff like this. And then I see an SSS Williams, I'm like, that's seriously cool. That's really, really big fun, honestly. Reroll that. You could even X tier that. It's like super close to max. And then I'm like, no, you have Morkman. You don't need the Williams. You can just use Morkman, and he will clear whatever you put in front of him. And I mean, we do have a better SSSI than that. I paid 320k for mine, apparently. It's interesting because that is mine. That I bought that, so I paid 320k back then, and this guy can't sell his for 200. Yeah, Siren prices have seriously dropped a little bit. I have to say it. But Starry Gems also costed half at the time when I bought mine. So that's the thing. That is fancy, by the way. Also, ballsy to put this at 180k when this one, not sure if he's going to sell at 175. And this guy wants to sell an Eddie. Try 140, 130, mate. I don't know. Will be a little bit tough. But you will see. So, are we maxed now? We are indeed, guys. We are indeed. We don't have to do this. Fantasy Factory is... We don't have to do Fantasy Factory, right? We're going to get hammers. I like that. 4,000 Aurora Stars, by the way. Which is pretty fancy. Quite a lot. Yeah, I'm going to do that off stream. It's not too interesting. I'm just going to go with quick clear like this. So, and then I have to look, I have to do the puzzles, and yeah, we're not going to do that now. Mockman better? No. I would honestly say Williams better. Williams doesn't have this huge disadvantage that Mockman has. And this is like, Mockman was, when he switches from his offensive into his defensive stance, he just loses all of his damage. And that kind of sucks. So, Williams doesn't really have that. So he's better in a lot of situations, especially if you go like Void bosses. You can just sustain your damage a bit better. Mockman has insane burst. More than Williams. Williams has to build up his damage a little bit. Which can be troublesome, but you can do that in Void campaign still. So that works out. Okay, now that VH is gone, we can do the question and answer stuff. We can do the question and answer stuff, guys. Now that VH is gone. And I'm trying to freestyle it. Oh god, I didn't do this forever. I didn't do this forever, guys. I didn't do this forever. I might have to do a little, how was it called, pirate gaming or whatever, that says, guys, I don't know what it is. No idea. What is it? Oh, wait, I got an idea. Could it be? I still didn't find the answer. He's obviously better at this than I am. Oh god. I used to know this. I think it was like the silver key. Whoever of you guys just believed that I didn't just find that answer, by the way, is absolutely cooked. Just saying that. Idle Zeros, Mr. Will. We're talking about Mockman. Somebody said you would be jealous of my SSS Mockman. I said maybe of my ex Mockman. Maybe that. Which of the following is dark exclusive? Wizard Armor is like, that is like Shadow. Ghost Cloak Destruction box. I think it was Destruction. Oh. Nobody saw that? Oh. That was like really weird. We could check that in game. Was it Invincible? It was Invincible, I think, yeah. What can be obtained from Wishing Fountain besides the rewards from drawing? By the way, they have to be really careful with that. Because this can change any single time as lucky coin. It is not in the guild score. We have Ace Skin. Oh, it's fancy, by the way, that this is a word still. Ace Skin. That Ace Skin is a word. Like, because in the past, they had like, the idea of the Ace Skin was there is a skin for every single Ace season for the hero that was most commonly used there. And if there's already an Ace Skin for the most common hero that was already used, then the next one, and so on. So that eventually you would get an Ace Skin for every single hero. And they did this like for season 1, they did this for season 2, and I think they failed already on season 3, and then the skin of season 3 came on season 4, and then they were like at one point 8 months behind or something, which was crazy. Question about your last Awakening session, approximately how many copies did you use? And because since getting defeated last Awakening session with how high the points on Amazon went, 15k points for first, I've started holding copies for next session already, have 4,300 copies. I don't know exactly right now how many copies we used. We had the average, yeah. I will make a video. I will make a video because I don't know it by heart right now. Basic summoning scroll, Core of Transcendence. Because we have the statistics, obviously, for every single summon, so like how many E-tiers or whatever we summoned, we have the statistics for that. Yeah. Chaos Stone, Monster Souls, Gold, Gems. Is it Gems? I think it's Gems. In theory, you could use Gems, though. I think there was like, but there was an option for Gems somewhere. Where can Profit Ops be obtained? Ooh. Where can they be obtained? In the Arena Store. But this question is like, this is a debated question. Because I think there are some stages in the Tower of Oblivion that give you Profit Ops. So, some people say Tower of Oblivion is equally right, but the game would say it's wrong. It's an autumn skin. What are Penny's braids dressed as in her Infinite Joy skin? Was it ice cream or popsicles? I think it was popsicles. Ah, bloody hell. Also, I knew it was some kind of sweet. What is the bad habit? By the way, I played the event. But the skin was released, which is crazy because it's like a 5-year-old event. What is the bad habit Obsidian Wolf Knight has that leads to the blood stains on his cutlass? Obsidian Wolf Knight, by the way, because people don't know what that is. That is the Ace skin for Rogan. People don't even know what Rogan is right now. Before retirement. What do you mean before retirement? Oh, okay. Original Snow, yeah. I think it was like licking the cutlass. No. Was it no? Licking the cutlass? No. What was it? It was some weird one. Did you sleep well? I slept too much. But I tried to improve. I think it was licking the cutlass. I tried to improve actually. I'm like, in a way you could say detoxing from oversleeping a little bit. So basically, as soon as I don't have to really wake up, and you know, guys, I don't have like children or anything, so I can wake up whenever, I can go to sleep whenever. If I decide to party or something, then I decide to party or something. So it quite often happens that I get like night active. So I wake up then at like 4 or 5. Then I'm awake all night. Then I go to sleep at like 10. So, and I was kind of in that rhythm again, which wasn't good. So yeah. And Penlix is referring to him telling me that he wanted to stream. And I saying like, I will try to be awake. And he was streaming at like 2 p.m. And it was wrong. I was once trusting in chat. You guys have betrayed me. You guys have betrayed me. It really isn't cool. It was just some snacks. Crimson Dragon Tamer is Ignis. It isn't party. Sometimes it's just like a little bit of gaming or something. It's not always party. I was honestly feeling quite tired. And I was feeling quite tired all throughout December. And so when I finally had the opportunity to sleep, which was then when I had to take some time off, yeah, I was quite happy. As the aspiration to be a swordsman, I think aspiration was Holmes Young. Yeah. Which of the following is not armed in both hands? Ibiscard only has a sword. Not armed with a bow in the hand. Russell definitely has. I think Roy. I think it was Roy. Hot Spring Fanatic is the level. Which of the following does not float in mid-air? Oh, children, what's up? Is Eloise floating? Eloise floating, right? I don't trust you guys. Roy? Roy? Yeah, Roy. Okay, I'm still on the last question. Which one isn't floating? If I look right now, I will have a skin equip. That will suck. Eloise? I think it was like Eloise. But I should stop trusting chat. Wait a second. My god. Which of the following can make an element smaller? Okay. The dress of the Starry Night Halora. Oh. Watching. Is it like just a spotlight? Wasn't there a dude? What item will be consumed if you fail the Tower of Oblivion? It's magical droplet. Does not appear as the Aspen potion. Death potion. Hero promotion stone, which is bad, by the way. Should. I always get this incorrect. Doesn't matter. Nice. Animal is not a monster. We don't have tiger. We are the bear when she was a campus idol. I think it was foolish. Counterclockwise. 3-day long rain. Almighty package. I think it is just one. Oh, we're done. Okay. If VH asks, we show him the last part. And we say it was that throughout the entire thing. Okay. I could look at that. I could swap, actually. That is insane. What is this, by the way? Obtain points. We have to awaken. And we also have to do... start 1 5-star or above Tavern Quest. Oh my god, we have to reroll Tavern Quest. I haven't done that in a long time. In general, you do the team quest, by the way. If you want to reroll that. Well, that sucks. It's a single 5-star one. There are like 2, 3, 4... wait. Let's quick dispatch them all. We have like 4, and then we do another 6 here, and then we reroll those. Oh wait, we do a few more, and then we reroll all of them. Refresh. None? Really? Yeah, come on! My god. I haven't like... Oh god, those are like 4. That's crazy. I haven't re-rolled Tavern quests in what feels like a year or something. I don't even remember when this was last like a thing. That we had to re-roll Tavern quests. Roki, I was asked about this, and Roki just said, did you notice that in the event preview, they have said that Grand Adventure Gala is now live? Do you know what that is? It's actually, I don't know that. Oh, we got a 7-star. That's cool. That's actually enough, I think. I think it was enough. Oh wait, I didn't want to do this. Quick dispatch, yes. The Grand Adventure Gala, I think it's just like a translation issue, and they meant Adventure of the Brave. But I'm not too sure, mate. I'm not too sure. So we did this. It's 5-star above, mate. It's not 4-star above, 5-star above. Says there, 5-star above. Consume gem. Okay, yeah. So we go into the gem shop now. We have to consume gems. No. Yes. Gem store. Just going to buy those 10 stars. We're going to buy the 9 stars too. My gem count was dropping, by the way. I have no idea why. I really would like to buy the 6 stars too. It makes it a little bit... We could just buy those. I can buy them later. I don't really want to click through all of this right now. We're going to do that later. Do we want to buy anything here? In theory, that is pretty cool. That is honestly pretty dope. Oh, you can't even buy multiple. Oh my god, this clicking is going to be annoying. I will buy those now, because I kind of think that they're important. I think at one point the H is going to go ahead and they're going to say like, oh, we did more guild treasures. And then I want to have like all of those resources available. Yeah, I'm just going to buy all of those essentially. Aside from the monster stuff. Okay, we got that going. We have to do awakenings now. Awakenings. Loki best hero for that. We're just going to have to do 10 bomb. Let's do very nice 10 bomb, guys. 10 bomb. Madeline. Madeline 10 bomb, guys. Quick awaken. I have a free awaken. A minus, by the way. Pretty fancy. Awaken free. Imagine I just clicked that now. Wouldn't that be crazy? I'm kind of thinking about it. Because she's pretty good. I think she has good value now too. I think many people actually do want her. Of course I didn't summon them. So like in terms of value that you get right now, it's pretty high. Not the worst decision it would be to go for that. 10 bomb. 10 times her. We're going with the free awakening option. Awaken all. 10 of those. And let's see what's the highest one. Okay, we go with the C tier. A minus Natalie. I don't have that. I might have that. Honestly, some of those S tiers, there might still be an A minus in there. We don't talk about that. Those are the hidden truths. This is stuff that we don't want to talk about. Okay, complete everything. So what do we get? We do get elite charts, which play no role anymore. Did somebody notice that? For the OG players, maybe. Did you guys notice that elite charts are no longer relevant? That's crazy, right? They used to be so relevant. Why not use SSS on Madeline? I kind of want to keep it open. The thing is, we get a light and a dark hero probably very soon. At least like a dark, I reckon. And if we get a dark, chances are it's going to be a good hero. And imagine now, we get Madeline, and I summon Madeline, which arguably, I mean, it could be good. And then we get like a dark light hero, and that one is broken. Ooh. And then I sit there, and like, I would not be happy. Wait, do we get a good comparison? I want to have an idea. Imagine you said like Norton Hake is pretty good. Because Norton Hake is pretty good. He has some very, very nice skills. He has some use, his PvP wise he's nice. And then they release Wukong. And you had SSS Stone. And you used it on Norton Hake. I don't want to be that. I wait for the light or the dark hero. And if you then think about who was dark hero, who was light hero, and what are the Transcendence version now? First dark, LFA. Crazy, crazy, crazy hero. Still meta. No other hero that has been meta really that long. Maybe SQH you could argue. Next one, Mockman. Absolutely insane PvE. Next one, PvE. PvE, it was the next one, also absolutely crazy. I mean, like the CC removal, that changed up the meta so much, she was in every single team, basically. Then IHP. IHP was just stronger DTV for PvP. So insane. And then IEA. IEA was so crazy. And then we got Vespera 2. She wasn't that great. She was OP for 1 week. So she got that, I guess. What else do we need to do? We did the question stuff. We did this. Celebration Commission. Oh, Celebration Commission is CC, I reckon. Okay. We don't have to do this. We did that. We don't have to do this. We did that. So we're done here, right? So we have to go into the adventure of the brave. And there are some tips that Mr. Nals thought were important to mention. So we're going to do that. Yeah. No idea. He wrote it somewhere. Ah, there. Every stage takes 30 coins on average to complete. Some RNG against stage 6 is between 27 and 36. So it is kind of good to take the 30. Because usually you will be rather fine with the 30. Because I mean, like, the middle of the range is 30. Is above 30 actually. So you're in the better half if you take the fixed option. And there is a guaranteed option for 30. Okay. I don't know. Makes sense to take the 30 option. I'm getting bullied hard. Whatever you like, mate. That's okay. No. Also no. Okay, let's start. It's like the earth is spinning on your feet when you wake up in the days. Looking at a familiar gate you plan to. You feel very calm, you turn around and leave the space without looking back. What is this? We have to do all of our options, so it doesn't really matter. You keep going with the muddle in your head, but suddenly a person blocks your path. To your astonishment, it's the princess, Princess Carrie. Wonderful. You feel very calm. The princess literally leaves you no choice but to fight her. Estimated cost of adventure gold 4.0, 27 to 36. So we confirm. There is, apparently, this is the auto battle option and it will immediately cost 30, if I see this correctly. You could go, okay. Auto battle. That costs 30. Okay, this just costs 30, the auto battle option. Okay, we take it. You want to figure out what's going on now, then you see 3 passers-by not so far away. As you move closer to inquire about the situation, realize that you seem to know them. The Demon Lords guard the princess and the simple girl. They are in the middle of a discussion and haven't noticed you. You plan to... you choose to approach them in secret, overhear them asking why the long-dead princesses appeared here, or we go with the familiar faces in such a place must mean no good. You launch a surprise attack on those 3. So this is 30, this is 30, also 30, but this is Grimoire Essence. Actually, kind of sick. We actually need that. We actually need that. So we kind of attack them. We kind of attack them. They're Grimoire Essence. Come on. Doesn't matter if it's Princess. Okay. When you cover your senses, you find yourself in a prison. You can't recall why you're prisoner here, but the priority now is finding a way to escape from it. You decide to either pick locks. So it really doesn't matter in that sense. We're just like, wait patiently for the guard to fall asleep and steal the key. We do that. We do that. Yeah, was I brought back? Suddenly brutal face demon appears before you when you are about to fight. He explains it is just a merchant, so you buy. Because we have to complete 10 purchases to leave. Which is a little bit sad. Yes. Yes. You have to risk RNG the first run. Oh! It cost me 30 though. I think it cost 30. Oh, you used 33? And isn't it like really bad for DH games? To have like such RNG? We should have some extra. So. Probably fine either way. So I mean, this isn't the 30, so we don't have the 30 option. So we don't have the 30 option, just to make sure of that. We don't have the 30 option. For everything, there's a guaranteed 30 option. Am I blind? My second was 33. Which is pretty average, so. Yeah, but there is no guaranteed 30 option right here. Or do I miss it? Nope, RNG. Well, then auto battle. So we are at 522. 489. That sucks. 33 again. Why does it cost me 1,000 gems to confirm? Who decided that? That's so stupid. Why does it cost 1,000 gems? That makes no sense. I was confused at the end. Okay, we're just going to go through that. Okay, this is Adventure Gold. Ah, okay, this is the guaranteed 30 option. But this is also different loot. Okay, we take the guaranteed 30 option. It's just like, oh, I just understand. It's not an option in the fight. It is the option to avoid the fight. But we can't avoid the fight here. So we literally have to fight. We just... It makes no sense. Okay, 429. Can we please get lucky? No. Okay, thank you. And then we have to buy. Okay. I hope we get through this. If I at the end don't get my loot, then I'm a little bit pissed, I have to say that. Because like this event is already not super great. So if it gets seriously downvalued by even more RNG, I'm not too happy. I'm not too happy in saying that. Just saying that. But they improved the merchant. Merchant actually better now. So we have to fight. So we can't have another option. 336. It's always 33. Crazy. 952. Okay. The wizard is being controlled. He casts a time reversal spell before his eyes and uses consciousness in the world of chaos. So he sent us back in time. That is crazy. Why do you write in all caps? I can see your message as well as the others if you don't write it in all caps. I will not answer it. I have answered it. I don't like all caps. Really don't. I'm surprised the bot hasn't banned you. Yeah. You have to do 10 purchases. But I think it's like... I don't think there's a low roll on this one anymore. You just do the 10 purchases and then you leave. So... I think there is like, is there even meat in there? There was, in the past there was like one thing that was like meat. I don't think it's even in there. So yeah. And we're going to go with the 30 option again. Against all caps? Yeah, really annoying. Feels like somebody screaming at you. Feels like somebody screaming at you, I have to say. So we don't have to fight. That's seriously better lose though. Oh wait, it isn't. So we don't fight. And then we get into the next room and have to fight. I want to manual battle him. 9. 9! That's actually 8. Come on. No, I didn't look at the cost. No, I don't even know if it was like more expensive. Somebody know how much we paid? It was 33 again, right? Probably. So ending 3, let's see. After you defeat the king, you find yourself under attacks from both the dragon and the wizard. More horrifyingly, the princess just stands by, sneering coldly. Princess Carrie really doesn't like us. Love to see SSS Geggy. Wasn't there like an SS Geggy? I think there was like an SS Geggy in the past. I remember correctly. It was 30. But then we do manual. I can drink a sip of coffee here because this just takes time. I kinda hoped the thumbnail would be better for this one, actually. I was trying a lot of things for the thumbnail for this one. Tried actually to do a lot of AI generation, but it didn't really work out. AI hated on me for this one. And so I had to do it by hand. It was okay. Wasn't too bad. But like it's still is kind of wonky, I guess. Okay, we are out of coins, so now we are at the point where we actually need to buy more. There is, however, a little problem I see. Like, I buy this one now. I won't even get through this, right? Wait, how many banknotes do we have? We have 220 banknotes. 220 is not good. It's not good, actually. Because we go regular round. We go Grimoire here. So we can't go Grimoire there. But if I buy 50 now, that doesn't work out either. If I buy 50 now, that's 53. So that's going to give us 230. Which I mean is good, but it's not 240 actually. That's not 240, right? 57 coins for max, yeah. It's 3 more packs on this one then, right? Which is... would be all of them. But it could have been less. I think it's just because we low rolled on every single one. No, even if we high roll, we don't get it. If we high rolled, we would have had 26. If we low rolled, we would have been at 17. One high roll didn't change that. This was like 3 times 33. It's just unavoidable. It's just unavoidable. Oh wait, we get this free. Did I just get the 240? No, we got 230. I mean, we can't kill this guy. Because our damage is somewhere like 9. 9 I think is the lowest one. No, I think there was multiple 33s. Multiple 33s. So we will need to kill this guy essentially, which we can't. Which we can't. We can't kill this guy. So that means if we wanted to kill this guy, we would need to spend another 50 USD, which is too crazy and not worth it because we don't need it. We don't need to get this actually. We miss a full core by this. The crazy thing is that I missed this. This sucks. It was a 2025 chest for completing everything. And it's, by the way, the first time in like years that they went ahead and did a reward for full completion. I can live not having that. It's just like I get full Grimoire still right now. I don't really have to worry about that. So yeah, what should I do? Doesn't really matter. There is would have been an option if we had 240, but we don't have to take it. 27, 30, 33, 36, yeah. And yeah, as I said, 30 is usually in the better options. And apparently the way they planned this is that you need to spend 850. So the calculation here by Null seems a little bit optimistic. Unless I screwed it up. I don't know. Maybe I did. We can battle this guy for all we have. Yeah, you can roll 7, 8, or 9. We roll 7s. Look at that. Holy low roll. So yeah, that's it. I think it changes the ending. Or do we go for the 50? Because we get the ending. This is 1 treasure each. Ah, come on. I hate it a little bit and will be definitely the last time we do this. But we're going to do it. Now we have 15 extra. Okay. That kind of sucks, the truth. It turns out that the demon disguised as a prince has bewitched the king and made the wizard help him manipulate the empire. After the demon is defeated, everything is back to normal. Yeah. I think they have to reduce the event prices. I'll be honest, guys. I think they should have reduced the event prices. I think 850 is too much for this. I always think like it's like so stupid. I think this is a cool event. It has like cool features. A lot of it is of course from like older adventures of the Brave. Okay, cool. But the thing is, I think 850 is too much. It's really too much. Here we can go Loot's random chest, yeah. Which has only crap in it. Great. Animation was cool though. So that's something. Now it's a full completion, yeah. I think that should be a little bit cheaper. Like especially compared to like some of the other events. Like Dawn Plan event, so much Grimoire loot in here. Like this was crazy, this Grimoire loot from this one. Crazy. And then you had like last week so much loot for not remotely that much money. I think it was 200 or something. This one is 850. 850 USD. That's 850 USD for 6 times Grimoire loot and like some cores that I can't use. So, I don't know, guys. I think it's too expensive. Should be cheaper. The bigger events should be cheaper, or give appropriate amounts of Grimoire. Like this, if this is 850, then it has to give like 15 Grimoire drops. Dawn campaign drop is crazy. Dawn campaign drop is crazy good. The multipliers. Those multipliers are really, really good. So we got the 240. I have to think a little bit. Because there was one option that I didn't do last time that I kind of regretted. Because what you can do is you skip a Grimoire. You skip a Grimoire on the first round. You skip a Grimoire on the first round, which seems completely weird. And you can only do that if you don't need Star Soul mats and you don't need anything else. Then in theory, it's better to skip a Grimoire on the first round, because then you can take a 50% discount, and that leaves you with a 70 cost first round completion. Then you do the second round completion, and this is a 120 round completion. So that leaves you at... No, and then it's an 80 completion, at 80. And then it leaves you with like... No, it's 70. 70 completion for the first round, then 120 for the second round. This leaves you with 50 for the next round. And this has the advantage that it doesn't leave you with an extra 5, but instead gives you this Grimoire and you get a reward on the first one as well. So you get the same amount of Grimoire, but you get one extra real reward, essentially. So that is the way this works. You have to take all the discounts for that, though. I want to reroll some Star Spawns, actually. So let's take some mats here. We take the origin material. Oh, which one was it that I don't have a lot of? There was one that I had like... Oh, actually. We just don't want passive 3, apparently. Okay. Okay. Just don't take passive 3. And we have void material again. Is the campaign drop multiplier endless? It has a cap. It has a cap for the amount of resources. If you have dropped 3,000 of the resource, for example, for the red enabling infusion stone, then it stops. But that's like you drop 3,000 from the void campaign, and what you actually receive is 12 times that. So the total amount that you receive is 36,000. You get 36,000 event rewards plus the 3,000 that you initially drop from the campaign. So that is like 4 full enable ops, which is pretty cool. Yep. I actually just want to reroll. I want to upgrade that. So usually what you would do here, you would take Star Soul material. Usually people don't go for Star Soul material. We are actually not going to do that. We are going to skip that. And what you have to do now, and I will show you that. We will just pick this. We will just pick this. We will put it back later, but I will show you that. So we continue origin material, and we just go with like this maybe. Then we go transition material. Okay. Oh wait, we have to take one Grimoire. Ah, we can't. We have to skip both otherwise. Oh, okay. Should work. And here we take, okay, yeah, or no, we'll just go transition material. Okay, so this would be 75. This is if you take both Grimoire, then you end up with 75. So 75 sucks because 75 is bad. Every single reward will cost us 10. There are no more 5 rewards on the next stages. So essentially, the moment I choose to go with 75. I will throw away one reward, and I will have to go with the shop. So what you can do now is you can just say, okay, I take origin materials on this one. I put away this Grimoire. This will bring it down to 70. And by the way, I want infusion stones. So this will bring it down to 70. And now I have 70 flat. 70 flat. And this is because I leave one Grimoire on this stage, and this is only worth it if you got 240. Not worth it if you have lower, but if you have 240, this is worth it. And this was the strategy we found last time. The second one will cost us 120. So then we have spent 190, and then we will have an extra 50 for the last stage, where there is the Grimoire material on 1, on 3, and actually on 5. And this will allow us to go to 5 and get it. So this is the same amount of Grimoire material. But the advantage is, instead of having to pick 5 and reuse it in the shop, we get 1 extra origin material or transition material. Actually doesn't really matter, Luke. Like, I don't need either one. It's like pretty bad. You could use it for CSG. You can decide what you want. But if you're a whale, I just want you to be aware of the option, because it is pretty good to be able to do that. If you are a whale, because you have to skip essentially Star Soul material once in between, so it can be better to do 80. But I don't really need it. So we are going to do this special route here. I don't really know what to go with here. I pick useless Star Souls, which is kind of dumb. I don't really need them. We go with Grimoire material, and I just want like the extra things. Yeah, here we have Origin material, Void material. Want to do some more rerolls, so we can go with that. We obviously take the Grimoire material again with the stone. We can't do many upgrades today, which is sadly a little bit stupid. All that yep for nothing. Because it's a strategy. Tiamo just didn't get it. Yeah. Can understand. It's tough, mate. It's tough. Let's see. Position material, origin material, Star Soul material. Espen has makes imprints. He actually has. I can show that. Origin material, Star Soul material, or transition material. The thing is, I get so much Star Soul material. Look at that. I have 4 here. We can take another Bloom Genesis Radiance, I guess. I was preparing for like all of those extra Star Swords in case they release them, and then they haven't so far. So I have like a ton of extra Star Soul materials that I just didn't use. It doesn't change anything for you. It does change something. It does change that I'm not on the left at the end with 5 extra materials. And instead of those 5 extra materials, I get origin material or transition material. So that's a difference. It's 1 extra loot, actually. I can actually just go with that. Again, we get so much stuff in here that just doesn't make any sense, that we just don't need, and that I just pick something random because we don't care. Like, it's the same here. Usually you should be hyped for the new artifact, but the artifact was so bad. Only good thing about this is it got like damage reduction offset. So that's damage. That's kind of nice. But I don't need to go with that. Yeah, this is really the problem. You don't need the mats. We don't need them. Or at least not on this account. So often I just go with whatever there just is. Some transition material or something, and I pick very, very randomly at most points. It's just a Grimoire. Daddy the Grand! Welcome to this stream! Hope you had a wonderful time. Has AFK Journey become that boring that you are here to check out an Idle Heroes livestream? Well, it makes me happy. Makes me happy to see you here, mate. Very much so appreciated. So we got all of that. Did I miss a Grimoire material? Did I miss a Grimoire material? I hope I didn't. Why don't buy from Dawnplan that from... I had a stroke, bro. What is that? Why don't buy from Dawnplan that from Tower with Starry Gems that chest also have few... I bought that. I bought the stuff from... Okay, I'm not trying to read that. My god. Yeah, I think I know what you mean. I bought the extra things from the Dawnplan. You had me seriously confused there, mate. Thank you, Daddy Grant. Wish you a happy new year too. Then I go and tell people to uninstall again. But you are there for AFK Journey uninstall. You're no longer... Idle Heroes is no longer your thing. So you can't tell people to uninstall Idle Heroes. So that's impossible. Okay. Just going to take transition material. Always felt lower value. So now we have 50 on the last one, which is pretty cool. I'll do it with void material again. I want to do Starspawn rerolls. Seriously, do Starspawn rerolls. Would be really, really great if we got some there. Can do void material again. And that gets us the option to get to floor 5, actually. Because usually you can't get to floor 5. And this gives us on this floor, again, 3 Grimoire materials. So that's pretty good, because that means 8 in total. So we got it. Nice. 3 imprint infusion stones there. Very, very good. Yeah. So let's see. The only reason I'm telling people to uninstall ISO is because I don't talk a lot of to people who play Idle Heroes. You are an exception and a lost cause. That is true. I am a lost cause. But I didn't talk much in spoilers, actually. I didn't talk much in spoilers, actually. So yeah. Actually, I had to do a little bit of chat moderation there. I'm not going to switch anything. Do you guys have plans to switch? Mohammed, please write in English in the chat. I can't Google translate everything. So please write in English, yeah. Is a spree pass a bad artifact even when it's diffic? It's mid. It's rather mid. The only thing was like the offset. Not that there is much to talk about in spoilers to begin with, just drama and disappointment. For AFK Journey, I'm hyped about Alna. Upcoming hero Alna will be pretty cool. Maybe a little bit of Ravaged Realm, but yeah, I think I have to do like this event that there was. There was like this one event, Frost competition or whatever. I still have to do that today. I think it runs out. I'm not really hyped about it. I have to do like 20 runs. But people thought that it was okay. So yeah, we might argue. But we actually I've already like maxed everything here. So we are now waiting for the next book. Which I haven't really thought about too much until now. Book? Grimoire Origin Chapter. So the tree. What do you say, guys? What are they going to do for the tree? Because for both of those, they have kind of tried to replicate like the mechanic itself. For Enable, we just got the enhanced enables. For imprint, we got like a whole different imprint tree. Huh. I wonder what they are going to do for the tree. I mean, there is the core in here. But really, in the tree, you don't have a whole lot of selection. So you really... So probably more like the enable stuff, right? Probably just going to add some stuff on that. Was that one very bad light hero? We have a lot of different heroes. The hero that we had right there, that is Lord of Fear Aspen. You should know that one. And yeah, we have a few different options right now. I think we are going to do some treasure trade. Upgrade subs and core. I think PvP is fun until you notice that there are whales. And then it kind of becomes a bit more of a struggle, I guess. Because there are obviously whales and they are going to win. So yeah, we have 3-star initially. So let's open a few. We have special search 638 treasure tickets. Meaning I want to see at least 6 pink drops. 6 pink drops, ladies and gentlemen. That would be appreciated. We start off with 3 shards, which is not what I meant. Definitely not what I meant. But there we go. First full pink one. Was too early for me. I was kind of overwhelmed a little bit. So let's see. Oh, 50 there on the orange. We take it. I have no idea why this design was chosen by them. They just went with cake. Considering this was meant to be like the New Year's treasure, it is kind of an interesting design idea. With one with fireworks or something, I don't know. It seems a little bit weird to me. Yeah, but I think they are not going to go ahead and just say, oh, we do something incredibly individual for every single hero, because there's just like so many different heroes. So they are going to do something that they can keep the same for every single hero. I guess it's going to be more like the enables. I doubt. Maybe are they going to rework core effects? I think it's even unlikely that they are going to say, oh, we are going to do a rework core or something. I think if we are going to see like the big reworks are coming with the treasures. I think that's going to be the thing. Thank you, John L. Appreciate it. Those are coming with the treasures. You link the character that you meant. He's also writing on my Discord. That is Amun-Ra. That is actually a dark hero. That's a dark hero. A very old one, though. A very old one. And she wasn't bad. She was very, very good. No, she was very good, actually, at the time. We got a full orange there. Amun-Ra? Amun-Ra was really OP. She was really, really OP. She had like this ability that essentially gave your heroes a shield that would absorb incoming damage and instead heal you for the damage that you receive. So that's really, really OP. There we go, next 50. Okay, we are 2 now. I love to see that. Algernon King. Yeah, Amra was good. You should know her. You should know her. The light hero I was thinking of. I think it was a meme for some time that Barry had built 6 Russells and sent that as an ace team. I think you were referring to that. But Russell wasn't bad either. Russell wasn't bad either. It was mostly, I think, the meme that it was 6 Russells. And that OP separated from him back then. I wasn't an OP though. I was a weak pleb, and it would have absolutely bodied me with the 6 Russell team. So, again, it was whaley. 6 Russell also kind of cool. Russell again pretty cool overall. Tussilago? Tussilago also an option, yeah. Tussilago was meme-worthy bad. In a time that people were really waiting for the light dark hero and like coming from this mindset of light and dark being the OP thing that you spend for, seeing a bad light hero was like very, very interesting certainly. So I have an insane copy of her. I should mention this. I do have an insane copy of her. I have like a super insane copy. We can show that. Wait. Check this out. Check this out. Giant Killer Defier Holy Damage. On 6100 attack. Tussilago. Actually doing damage. Tara was also like really not good. So it was like really... Tara was released and I think it was then Tussilago, right? Was it this order? Wait a second, now I have to check this too. You guys are getting me away from the topic. No, it was Ada, then Tara, then Russell, then Tussilago. And then Andrea. People were really not hyped about Tara. And then not hyped about Tussilago. Russell was cool, but it was like a very weird event where you got him. It was like, you had to spend for the event, and then you had to like uncover cards. There were like different cards that you had on the field, and you could click on one, and that was basically cost you one of those like major event resources. And then it would uncover and it would tell you, yeah, you got like 100k Stella, or you got a copy of Russell. Which back then, having a copy of a hero was insane. And there is like this very famous video of Barry where I think I uncovered 5 in a row. And I got none. I got none. Really. Bloody hell, I got none. He got 5 in a row, I got none. Cheating, I tell you that. Bloody DH Games. So now we open Treasure Train. And we get like a pink one. Game's making it up to me again. Yeah, I did that for a while. There are videos on that. I already did that. I did like also 5-star heroes and Star Arena and stuff. We did all of that. So it's like not really a new thing. It wouldn't really be new. There is the next one. Let's go. And maybe we get it 5-star. Would be cool. Would be cool. I want to take that. Ilamak was released when you started playing. Oh, then you started relatively late. Ilamak? Yeah. I started before there were Transcendence Heroes. So that was quite a long time ago. Before there were Transcendence Heroes. So yeah, 180 mil. We could have put soul power and stuff on it. We can easily get to 300 mil plus. We can easily get to 300 mil plus. Okay, let's go. Okay, I think we are on a good rate. You started very late and didn't uninstall soon enough. Okay. Yeah, I feel like sometimes with those old games you can get a little bit stuck. Because they have like often a pretty good community. It's always very established. So, I don't know. It's interesting. I mean, I always understand the hype for new games. But sometimes it can just be the old games that really get you. Cannot really be the old games that get you. I'm kind of looking for a new game for the AFK Journey channel, honestly. Kind of waiting for that. I wanted to play Arknight's Endfield. But I don't know if I will have the time. And it would be a little bit sad to start that and then not have the time. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do. It's like I want a long-term like get away from AFK Journey. I can say that right now. I'm pretty certain about this. So I don't know what we're going to do. I don't think that we will start 2027 with AFK Journey videos. Ooh, nice, with the orange and the purple. Definitely going to continue this channel. Like, I'm going to continue both channels in some way. Oh, back to back, let's go! I'm going to continue both channels. Like, I want to do both. I want to do Isle Heroes and something else. Like, that's the idea. A new game for the AFK Journey channel, AFK Journey Homestead. I'm kind of doing relatively many Homestead videos. Like, if you consider that as a percent share of my overall content, I think I'm probably the most Homestead-focused AFK Journey YouTuber. If you think about it, just look at my last 10 videos, and one of them will be like Homestead, maybe even 2. Like at least like the cosmetics, you know. So I'm the Homestead AFK Journey YouTuber, and I didn't intend to be it. It wasn't the plan. But to be fair, the snowman thing was cool. The snowman cosmetic is really cool. They give like this little snow globe that is animated and stuff, and you can put it in like your homestead, which is basically an upgraded version of the Celestial Island that you can design yourself. And you can transform your character into snowman and then jump around with it, which is pretty cool. Very, very fancy. I like it. So that is very, very nice. I think we got both orange. But it's very often, SJ, that we have like one orange that is just missing. It just goes missing. Soul says, when Trans Heroes became a thing, I did not spend on them at all until the 3rd came out. And then I sort of got 3. So that's when I started really spending a lot, I think. I mean, there was like this time when it was weird. There's like an item, essentially. Back then, you got the Transcendence Heroes differently. I think you had to do, what was it, like 300 cores or something? It was something like that. I think it was 300 cores that you had to do, and then you would get like a sigil. And that would actually make a Transcendence Hero. I think it worked like that. Ooh, let's go, another one. And that was like the end. And that was like the end. So, yeah. And then they changed that. I think they reverted it somewhat. Yeah, I have to say that, Grant. You started very, very, very well this year. So, I have to accept that. That was very, very good. And we will see us in the spoilers chat probably pretty soon. As soon as I'm no longer annoyed by Pac-Man. Because he tries to get my attention. And I don't want to give him any attention. So that's sadly the truth. I'm just going to keep the last 8. We got the double 50. On the last 10 month, double 50 orange. We take it. It's 10:30, actually, in the evening. So, that's why I don't really want to do this too long. We got 4-star, really? Wait, let me check that. Ah, okay. We have 4-star plus 9 here. We have 4-star plus 9 here. And we have 4-star plus 1. So we had like a lot of that. Can I tell you said that? Oh, please don't. Please don't. He tried to PM me and he sent me 50 messages. And I don't answer his messages. And now he sends me more messages. And then he sends me like leaks from the upcoming heroes and stuff. He tries everything to get a reaction out of me. I just don't answer any message he write me, and I told him that I don't want to talk to him, and then he still answers on my comments, and he changes his name 25 times. So now I'm like checking if it's him, if the name remotely sounds like him, because I don't want to reply to anything he does. So don't ask me. It's like really, really annoying. So that's the thing. It will be our dirty little secret. Yeah, and that I will put on YouTube in like an hour. Very secret. So that's the thing. Extra chest, yeah. We do have extra chest. The thing is, if I remember correctly, yeah, we have a lock and stuff. So we do have this lock and stuff, and this will yield us a ton more tickets. So at least we will have like 1 or 2 more 10 bombs. And it really sucks when you use those chests. And those include the 2025 treasures again. Wait, are those just... those include the 2025 ones too. So I don't really want to use like one of those chests on the treasure that we just pulled to get it to 5-star before I have done all the tickets from this event. So we won't use those chests right now. We will wait with those chests and we will use them later in the week and get ourselves like then those treasures to 5-star, which will be very good. By the way, very interesting. What did they do here? They made like a very interesting symbol. It looks graffiti-ish. It looks like it was a piece of paper and somebody pressed it into a ball and threw it away. Very weird. It goes up to an absolutely insane basic attribute bonus. 24%, 26%. Crazy. Okay. We are place 14. Train stats. Like, honestly, I'm not very insane in terms of train. We have 51 million attack, which looks weird, by the way. Because there's all damage dealt basic attribute bonus. Why do I have all damage dealt basic attribute bonus? Which kind of weird treasure did give me that? That's not this one. Huh? Why do I have that? Legacy Flame? No. Where's this from? The 3%. Is this festival treasure? Did we have like a festival treasure that gave that? No, that would be 10. Where is this from? Next to the discount book. Oh, wait, is this Legacy Flame? Ah, the Christmas tree plushie. That didn't give an avatar, by the way. You got like the deluxe gift boxes here. And you got the basic attribute bonus. Okay, that is insane. And that is the one that has everybody confused. Discount on value Starry Gem purchase and discount on Starry Gem more. I explained why this is not worth it, by the way. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, I say it from my perspective. It's also something that people often misunderstand. If I say like an S tier is bad, then I don't mean for you, I mean for me. It doesn't make sense compared to my other copies. And like at some point, if you have like a certain average on copy awakening tier, for example, then certain stuff becomes bad. And for me, I was rank 1 in Treasure Train for a pretty long time at release. I was rank 1. And now I'm rank 14. So my Treasure Train is no longer good because I'm rank 14. I'm no longer rank 1. There's a difference. Does it change anything about my gameplay? Nah, actually it really doesn't. Completely unimportant. Do we have to do anything? I think we're done. Yeah. Sweet. Oh, we can do some treasure tickets. Nice. Nice and sweet. 1.5 hour live stream. Perfect. I like it. And yeah, so there is going to be, and I can say this maybe for the last few minutes of this live stream, there is going to be an awakening video, or well, not a video where we awaken, but a video about the awakening session coming up. And then the question really that will be answered on which hero I'm going to use my stone, and the answer, as I can tell you in this live stream already, will be that that I'm going to use it on like a future hero. So I don't really want to use it on Madeline. Madeline is really close to making me want to do it. And I really want a good Madeline copy. But I can't really do it right now. Oh, that's pretty cool. I think we need two pink ones and we can actually max it out. Fancy. We take that. You won't use the imprint stones? No. I have to decide on which hero I put them. I haven't really done so. So I have to take some patience with that. When are you going to pull that SSS stone? We are going to pull it actually probably before February, I hope. It depends a little bit on what the next hero is and if the next hero is good. I'm prepared to wait as long as necessary. So I'm not like here sitting here, oh, I will definitely use them. I'm in a peace of mind that allows me to sit here and keep this core in my bag and not use it. And this allows me, and this is like a superpower, this allows me to get the most out of it. This allows me to not summon early. I will actually not even summon a hero immediately when it's released. So like, let's say next hero comes out, looks really great, has great buffs. I think it is great. I won't use the core. I will wait a week. Maybe we'll wait 2 weeks and we will get testing in. We will get all the testing done and then we will use it. Because this item is so expensive, guys. This item is so expensive. And I just don't want to immediately use it on some hero that later comes out as, yeah, maybe a little bit off meta. You know, that would be a shame. So we don't do that. And anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this live stream. Lex sadly came a little bit late, but you can watch the live stream back on YouTube. That's always an option. So you're always in the position that you can say, YouTube, I just scroll back and I watch it from the beginning. Without interaction, sadly, in that case. But yeah, it is online. It is available on the channel. As always, check out SG Hub. Link is in the description. Cheapest starry gems out there. Will definitely help you get your purchases for events like this a little bit cheaper. Well, a little bit cheaper, I say. 10k at the moment for 100 USD. So you save 75% compared to in-game prices. Pretty insane stuff, I would say. And overall, very, very nice to stream for you guys. Happy that so many people still were available at the stream that I did at a time where I usually don't stream without any announcement, really. So, yeah, pretty insane that we got, like, what was the peak? 169 was the peak, so that's pretty great. Pretty hyped for that. And yeah, we're going to see us in the video soon. Take care, guys. Have a great day. See us in the next one.